Today, I'm going to try to cold email business owners and get this website that was built on HighLevel sold. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do to do the market research, how I actually build the site, or for lack of a better term, copy the site onto a sub account. So it's really easy to do. And I'm going to show you how I actually go and message these business owners and what I send to them, which is really cool. I'll show you that in just a second. Now, before you freak out, I don't have $1,000 course or a mastermind or anything to sell you on the video. I do have an entirely free course, and all you have to do is hit the like button and leave a comment down below, and I'll personally respond to you with a link to my entire free course on exactly how I use HighLevel to build a thriving business. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, this is a website that was built on HighLevel, and I'll just kind of walk you through a few of the different things. It's not an incredibly beautiful site, but it does a great purpose. It has the lead capture forms, it has multiple pages that we can click around and show people. And it just basically serves its purpose of collecting leads, and we can obviously build from here, but it's just gives you plenty enough to go out and sell this to a business owner. This particular niche is for gutter installation, and we'll change the city name in just a moment. But I'm going to first walk you through how I go and find some business owners to approach. I'll show you how I can mass produce this thing to pitch it to a lot of different people at the same time. And then as soon as I have somebody that wants to move forward, I'll show you how easy it is to deploy this into their account. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is go on to Google, and I'm just going to search Houston gutter installation. You can do this any city, anywhere in the United States or in the world if you want to. So I'm just going to hit Houston gutter installation. Then I'm going to hit more businesses. And what I'm looking for initially is businesses that don't have a website. I'll also be going through at some point and looking at the websites that the business owners actually have to see if they could be improved. But I like to start off with just seeing which ones don't have a website. So I'll call those out. So Unlimited Rain Systems doesn't have a website. H&N Seamless Rain Gutters. Eagle Custom Gutter. Best Gutter Company. Aluminum Gutter Services. Gutters Cleaning and Installation. JJ's Gutter Services and more. A&R Gutter Company. Diaz Seamless Gutters. Gutter Cleaning and Repair Houston. Four Seasons Gutters. Gutter Replacement and Cleaning. Diego's Roofing and Gutters. Miguel's Shiny Gutters. JT Gutters. Gutters Expert Houston. Pro Gutters Houston. Martin's Gutter Services. The Real Gutter Guys. So you can see we have probably 10 or so that I found. Now let's click on a couple websites and see if there is room for improvement on some of these. Okay, I clicked around, and a lot of the websites I found were not any better than what I could have done, and most of them had a chat widget and things. So areas that I normally would look for improvement, I couldn't really find a lot of areas where I could add some value other than maybe if we added AI stuff, but we're just looking for low-hanging fruit right now. So I clicked on one of them, and it led me to this Facebook page, and then led me to this website here, which is built normally. If you see these GoDaddy Arrow sites or whatever, they're normally pretty terrible. And I think they maybe get them for free, so that's why they don't really care. But this is a good target because not only can I get his contact information, I got an email and everything there, but I can also make at least a much better site here. So that is one that I would go after. That is somebody that already has a site that I can find some room for improvement. So this site here is more than just a website. It's actually an entire snapshot. And if you already have HighLevel and you're looking for a way to deploy a lot of these, what a snapshot is basically not only the website and the landing pages, but all the email follow-ups, the contact forms, the emails that go back and forth, text messages, all that kind of stuff that would basically be a business in a box that you can drop into somebody's sub account. You can do that with a snapshot. And we have a special going on right now for a ton of snapshots, over 120 of them that you can get for all kinds of different industries. Pressure washing, mortgage, med spas, massage, painting, plumber. I'm not going to read all of these. Tree services, garbage, junk removal, drywall repair, duct cleaning, gutter installation, which is what we're on right now, driving instructor, solar, acupuncturist, HVAC, office cleaning, vehicle wraps, and all kinds of other ones that are coming as well. There'll be a link down below to get the special as well. We have a massive sale going on. So if you don't have HighLevel yet, then I'll tell you how you can get it. If you already have HighLevel, then there's a link down below where you can actually buy this big bundle at a discount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new sub account. There's a little button over here, and then I'm going to do blank snapshot. Actually, I'm going to do my snapshots. And then I'm going to add this gutter installation snapshot here. Select and continue. And that's going to pull in all the things that I talked about, the landing pages, the email sequences, all of that stuff. I'll show you what's all included in it. But it basically just gives me a business in a box that once somebody says yes, I can just add their information to this account, and then they'll take over all the things that I've built in here. So right now I'm just going to do add manually, and I'm just going to make up a fake name. So gutter installation. I'll just do one of my emails for now. Okay, then I'll click add sub account. And now that I've installed it, let me go in and just see what all is inside of this account. So first we'll click on sites. We can see we have two different pages here. So let's just see what's included here. So we have this kind of ad if somebody wants to do a special promo, like a Facebook ad or something like that. There's also an appointment page for people that want to go down that route, so they can click on a calendar. There's the confirmation email that goes out, or confirmation page that goes out as well. That can obviously be changed to the team that is actually going to be doing the work. Then here's a different type of design. Okay, and then we can also go to websites. And that is the website that we were talking about earlier. You can see there's multiple pages here for financing and about us and all of that. So that is already done. Now, if we go to automation, you can see it has all of these different workflows that will go out depending on what happens. So if there's a new lead, or if it needs to be nurtured, so somebody's filled out a form, but they're hard to get a hold of, all those things. If there's an appointment booked, it will send out automations for all of that. And all of this is turned off by default. It's in draft mode. You can just go in and publish these as you want to. But what we're going to focus on right now is the actual site. So I'm going to go into websites here and open this. And then I'm going to edit this page. This is the home page, and this is going to allow me to go in and customize this. Now, a couple things that you might notice here. This has little squiggly lines here. So that means it's a custom value somewhere. So we may need to go back into our custom values. We hit settings and then custom values. And if I shrink my head down here and show you here, if we edit this and make it Houston, hit update. If we go back to the page, you can see it now says your trusted gutter installation in Houston. So I can leave that like this if I'm just going to be marketing to Houston. I can also just take this whole thing out. If I'm going to be trying to sell this site across the nation, I can just change this text to your trusted gutter installation team or something like that, and just keep it generic until we actually sell the site. But what I want to show you here is a couple things. So now that we have this site, it's basically done. I want to go in and be able to market this to a lot of different people at the same time, and also give them some kind of teaser to want to respond to me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have this little Chrome plugin. I'm not quite sure. It says Go Full Page, I think is the name of the plugin. There's a lot of other ones that'll do it. Just look for something that will take a screenshot of a website. And what I want to do is tap this thing, and it's going to take a screenshot of the entire page. Now, let me make sure it didn't capture my face. Okay, great. So it took a screenshot of the entire page. Now I'm going to go to Canva, and I'm going to do some cool things here. Okay, now I've pulled this image into Canva, and I'm going to do a couple things here. First of all, I pulled up another thing where I just put roofing logo. I tried doing gutter logos, and it didn't really give me a lot of great options here. So I'm just going to find something that's relatively generic, because a lot of these people, I'm not going to be able to find their logo online, especially if they don't have a website. So we'll just find something that's basic here. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. It looks kind of like a gutter, I guess. So we'll take this, customize the template. I'm going to copy just this top image, go back to my other image here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be creating a bunch of these where I'm going to swap out this logo here. So first I'm going to block out the logo that I have. Okay, cool. So I just put a little white block around this logo that I had here. What I'm going to do is bring in that other logo that I had. Let's see if I can paste it here. Yep, got that. And I can change the colors here too, which is cool. So I'm going to put this up here. And then next to it, I'm going to put some font text, do like Poppins or something. I like that font. And I'm going to find some of the guys that I was looking at before. Okay, so Better Gutter Company. So we'll type Better Gutter Company. Put that up here. Let's fold it. Okay, so the overall idea here is to just have a template here that I can go in and duplicate this over and over and over again and change just the name here and then send it out to different business owners. If I have a number, I can do the same process, block it out here and just say, hey, I built you a site, put their phone number really big here or something. But just then I can send this image over to people and tell them that I built the basics of a site. Obviously, I could change colors and logos and all of that stuff, but I just wanted to see if they were even interested before I put in the additional work. So I want to give them something that they can kind of see the name of their company on it and get an idea. Hey, I can have a website. It's already pretty much done. I want to find out more about this. So we'll see if this is going to work. I'm going to now duplicate this. You can see then I can change this to ABC gutters or whatever, and just start reaching out to people. So I have one here, I have one here, and just keep going on till I get a yes. So I'm going to send just an image of this over to people and see what they say. Okay, so next I'm just going to download this image here. So I'll hit share, download, page 1. Okay, I went over here, and why did you guys tell me it's Best Gutter Company, not Better? I'm sure some of you caught that and were just pulling your hair out as I was doing it, but I went ahead and changed the image, so we're all good now. And I'm going to now just message these people. This is like the most introvert way to do it. Better case would be to actually reach out to these people, so we can pick up the phone and call them at some point too. But Rodney is the nicest man, Mr. Martinez, so I assume his name is Rodney Martinez, but could be two different people as well. But what we're going to do is send them a text message. Okay, so here's what I have. I have, hi, Rodney and team. My name is Jason Edwards. I made a website for you since I saw you didn't have one. Let me know if you're interested in using it. No problem. If not, I can easily delete it. I'm just trying this message. I'm going to try a couple different variations, but I've also attached the image that I downloaded from Canva. So let's just see. This might not even go through. Let's just see how it works. Ha, I realized I sent this from my real estate account, so it's got this real broker thing on it too, but I attached the image here so you can see they can tap on it and see it did go through, it did get delivered, so it does seem like it's a cell phone. So we'll see. So that's just kind of a loose way to do this, especially if you are fearful of getting on the phone. I don't love cold calling. I would love to just send out like 1,000 of these and get some yeses and then turn them into business. So let's see if this method works. But overall, you can kind of see the process of just creating something, and then I can go back to here. I can just change this or duplicate it and do the same thing for the next one and the next one. And if I start getting some yeses, I'll jump on the phone with those people and actually build the site out for them. So this is a way to do this with actually showing them a website that you've created. And again, if you want the entire snapshot bundle, I think it's over 120 of them, you can either use our link to sign up for HighLevel and you'll get everything as we have it, or if you already have HighLevel and you just want to buy the bundle, there'll be a link down below to get that as well. So with that, I'm going to wrap up here on this video and I'll talk to you on the next one. Thank you.